Hello! Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For this week's read, I'm going to use the tarot of the Astromatrix Tarot. There's a website in the back here if you're interested to find it. I want to say this was like a community effort, not a community, but like a group effort. I don't think there's like a one person who did it. Supportive Oracle cards. Your Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrated by Elaine Marzin. Website in the back here, rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as in apple, U as an umbrella. And I use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 and make that the Fool. And then I use a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana and a 4-sided dice to decide which suit of the minor arcana. That's from Math Art Fun, I believe it is. MathArtFun.com is where I got those dice. Alright, with that being said, if you would like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for when you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Gemini? Alright, so these are... Okay, I think these are good cards for you. I'm not sure. It depends what we're dealing with. You seem to like it. Okay. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of earth and water, and when I think of Gemini, I think of you as more compatible with other air or fire. But that's not always the case. That's not always the case, and, you know, there's a very... I feel like there's a lot of movement, but it's like, it feels like movement of earth, almost like a rock slide or like a landslide or something. But I also feel like that had to go anyway. Like, it's almost like that was wrong anyway, so this had to be cleared out. So the fact that that happened, it needed to be cleared out anyway, and now this is just making sure that it does get taken care of now, because now it has to be. I'm waiting for more energy to come in, but I get like... This has a very precarious, maybe, energy where it started from. You got the Devil and Passion. So, that can go a few different ways. The Devil is a very interesting card. It depends how you read it and how you connect with it. Because I connect it with Capricorn energy sometimes, I don't always see it as a bad card. It depends what's going on. This could be something where somebody has rules. Somebody could be very strict. When I've seen it in like romance readings, I've seen it as a very lustful card. It has been that way before. Whatever you got into here, it was very alluring to you. And at the time, you had every intention of this working in your favor. The thing is with this energy, Gemini... I don't have the Lover's card out, do I? No. The Lover's card and the Devil card have some similarities, which is very interesting, because they have that duality of the male-female. And when I see that happening, there's kind of like that symbiotic energy of your energy and the Capricorn energy. When I see that on the cards, that I'm like, that's very interesting. And the idea of like the discipline and reward type thing going on there. So I feel like whatever this is, when you got into it, you didn't expect it to be perfect and sweet and wonderful every moment. But for you, it was like, I can roll with that because I want this out of this situation. I want this to happen. This might be a situation where when you got involved with it, you're like, society might think this is wrong, but I think this is right, so I'm going to do what I want to do. It could be one of those things. Take it with a grain of salt. General read. This situation, you may have been very, and still are very careful, in the sense of like, I feel like you might be telling information, but you might keep it loose enough that people don't realize what you're talking about. Gemini can be a very complicated energy. I've heard from Geminis that sometimes they let the cat out of the bag before they realize they let the cat out of the bag. But with Gemini energy at the same time, especially when it's more evolved, you can talk about a situation on such a high level that you're able to talk about it and get some information and get get it to advance without people realizing what you're really talking about. Gemini can be advanced to that point. It depends on how you relate to that Gemini energy, but definitely can get up to that point where you know what you're talking about and other people don't know what you're talking about, and you could advance a situation. Gemini also seems to be one of those energies that gets underestimated a lot. You can do a lot, people just don't understand it. Usually, I feel like Geminis talk in a way that goes above other people's heads. Definitely very intelligent, but other people don't always have the ability to grasp what you're talking about, which can be to your advantage in certain situations. Because I get that there's a lot of communication going on here. And again, I'm coming back to that. This might be a situation where society says, that's not okay. And you're just like, well, I don't agree with that, so I'm going to do what I want. Society doesn't have to know what I'm doing. You got a lot going forward, a lot of thoughts, a lot of calculations, a lot of, as this comes my way, I'll go this way. What is going on here? The Death card is showing up, which is technically a water card. It talks about Scorpio sometimes. You don't have to be dealing with a Scorpio, but that's a very passionate, a lot of power behind that water, goes extremely deep. The current will take you away, that type of energy. And right with it is the Ten of Pentacles. Whatever this is, the current is taking you away, and it's solidifying the situation. I feel like if I thought I was going to get out of this situation when it got a little bit too deep, that's a little too late now. This situation has you locked in. Even with Gemini, you could see probably a few ways to get out of it, but I don't feel like they're probably not very realistic, or they would take a lot of effort to make happen. Because I'm getting you're going into this, it's like you're getting sucked in by the current here. I'm going into this, I'm getting locked in with that Ten of Pentacles and the Death card. It's like we're going into this next phase. I also feel like at this point, you don't really want out. I don't really feel like you want out. There's a lot of secrets with this situation, too. A lot of secrets. So, can we get more about those secrets? The Hierophant. And the Seven of Swords. Oh, people might know what you're doing, but don't want to be a part of it, so they're not saying anything. There might be people here who have known for a while what's been going on, but they don't want any part of it, so they're not saying anything. I feel like they're acting like, I don't know nothing. Gemini did what? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. No, I had no idea. No idea. I was busy doing my own thing. I had no idea Gemini was doing that. No idea. That same energy that's not saying anything, they do seem to be planning. So be careful of that. So if you got something going on here that you society says, no, and you're like, I'll do what I want, I'll just keep it to myself. Somebody else knows, and they're waiting. They might be biding their time. Ironically, that might not be bad, because I'm getting there's something they want, and they got the Love card going on here. So I feel like this might be one of those things where if you give them what they want, they'll make sure things go well for you. Keep that in mind. It's just quite the sordid story, isn't it? Because something is coming forward. The Star card and the Knight of Pentacles. Because it keeps coming up with Earth energy, I feel like something's going to come forward. The cat's going to get out of the bag. If there's something going on here that's been a secret, the cat's going to get out of the bag. Definitely going to. And it's going to create a lot of healing. The advice is to stay away from it and to not talk about it. Once it comes out of the bag, let other people do the talking. Don't you do the talking. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself away from certain people. Because that energy that's been watching, there's something they want. And if you just let them handle it, this will go to your benefit. I don't know what they want or why they're doing this, but they seem to be helping you. All you have to do is like hold back, stay away from certain people, and try to not talk about it. Which might literally be just like staying away from certain people. If you have to talk to them and you're like, I don't know what to do, stay away from them. You got the Ace of Cups that can come your way. You just gotta let things flow on their own. Stay out of the situation, ironically, even though I feel like you're a major part of it. If you stay out of it and let other people do the talking, this goes much more to your benefit. People believe what they want to believe, whatever that means. As it keeps going to the next level, I feel like whoever this is, it doesn't have to be like a Taurus, but the Hierophant sometimes talks about Taurus. They're planning something. They are definitely planning something. Alright, we're going to stop rolling? Okay. Temperance. And the Ten of Swords reversed, which means we're avoiding a calamity. We're avoiding the destruction of a situation. We're just letting things go on their own. We're letting the energy take care of itself. Things can go really well for you in this situation. They can go extremely well for you. If it goes your way and you're able to stay out of it and let other people work to your benefit, you can get something out of this and you're going to be able to keep it. It's just allowing it to happen. It's just literally, it's the allowing it to happen. That's the hardest part. And like staying out, it's ironic to me because this situation is about you. So telling you to stay out of a situation that's about you seems so odd to me. It seems very odd. But if you want this to work to your benefit and you want this to be as smooth as possible, literally if you just stay out of it at that point when the truth starts to come out, just stay out of it. Don't stay away from certain people. Other people want this to go to your benefit. Other people seem to be getting something out of it. I feel like later on it'll be more apparent what they want. I'm not really worried about it for you. I don't feel like it's a problem, but it's just going to come out later what they want. There might be something that they know, or maybe there's a reason that they're okay with this. Maybe they align more with your beliefs than you realize. Maybe you're kind of like, well, society says I can't do this, but I'm gonna because I think I can. And maybe this other person, whoever this is, might already have that belief themselves. Like Gemini agrees like I agree. Society says no, but I think they should. So I'm going to help them. I'm going to help Gemini get this. It's very interesting to me. That's a really interesting read to me. Somebody definitely has your back, but they also stay in the background. Let them stay in the background. Then they just come forward when they feel like they need to make it work out your way. And then once they feel like it's all smoothed out, they go back to the background again. Let them go there. Let them do that. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.